But Jesse has beaten an Iron Thorns already. So
yeah, 2024, the year of the pack. It's looking pretty great.
I believe in him.
Fernando has something to say about that. With a lot
and honestly, I don't think Roaring Moon has a bad matchup into either of these decks. I think Iron Thorns might be a bit scarier. But like Crushing Hammer isn't actually completely unbeneficial to a Roaring Moon. Like, you kind of want some NG in the discard at all times. So, at best, you're going to stop an attack and then just activate a Sada so you can draw more. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this match goes. I have heard what the result is, which is annoying. But, again, it's like, I don't know how we're getting to that result, so I think it's worth watching because of that. Also, at some point, Fernando gained a lay? Where did that come from? I want a lay. I'm going to play in Hawaii just so I can get a lay. Right. I do think, generally, Iron Thorns should have a good matchup to Miraidon, but the way Jesse's playing at the moment is insane. Like, wow. That sucks. That's awful pricing.
Not too bad for Fernando, but honestly, what does he need?
Just
a couple Iron Thorns, let's roll.
And these, and all of these cards have duplicates.
2 NG, 1 boss, 1 Forest Seal. Yeah, Forest Seal's okay because Jesse runs 2. It always amazes me when people have room for 2. I'm like, what have you cut? What 2 cards have you cut in half to get into your deck to make room? Oh, we got Reese on the judge table. I've met him. I know that judge.
So devastating to see. Obviously, Jesse doesn't know that yet.
It's weird that I know the judge and not the players.
That's a Pokemon to start with. We were hyping it up. It's Zapdos.
Oh.
Incredible. Who needs Zest balls anyway, right? Well, we still might need some.
Oh, Zapdos lets Miraidon hit for the 230, right?
Yes, Zapdos.
That's really helpful. It's not great in the active because it's very hard to retreat. But DTE is there for retreat. You got switch cards as well, so it is stuck there, which is nice. But Jesse definitely wants to get that out of the active ASAP because Fernando can knock that out quite easily.
Of course, access to the Force Seal Stone is something you think about very often with a card like.
So what did we open with? Town Store? Town Store.
A Pokemon that can use this card yet.
I thought I saw Drapion then. I was like, wait, what meta are we in?
Now you start to wonder what's in the hand.
I think it was Serendipity. Could you imagine people running Drapion at this stage? I mean, Lugia was at one point. It was like a tech for God of War, which makes sense.
But do you have additional Pokemon to help here?
That's gonna be the story, and we're
do
gonna
you have additional Pokemon?
Those chapters here as Jesse glances through the deck and starts to select some cards out. You know, it's interesting, Kyle, we have a little extra lore here between these players. They both started out here at the World Championships 8-0, and Jesse Parker.
Oh, both of them are 8-0.
And a loss to Fernando Cifuentes.
That's crazy.
They started off the day 2 here.
Oh, of course, one of the Iron Thorns was 8-0, weren't they? That's such a cool story to see both of them get to like top 4. Granted, Fernando's is questionable, but. Damn.
Churning through this turn here, so we're starting off. At least we have some play here. We're getting that Raikou V down.
I don't think that's well, okay. I was gonna say I don't think the bundle's gonna become very relevant, but
safety first. You have a Pokemon ready to attack next turn.
I suppose if you retreat into a damaged one, they can be brought back up. So
has that Forest Seal Stone ready to go too. So
Giovanni's Riz
guaranteed next turn, but you know what isn't guaranteed? Energy.
Yikes.
On that crushing hammer, discarding that.
Yeah, I see Crushing Hammer being very bad in this matchup. Of all the matchups you can have where Crushing Hammer is going to be most effective. I think Miraidon is like the most precious deck when it comes to NG attachments. Like, you think about what's in the meta at the moment. God of War losing NG, who cares? It puts it back on. Charizard loses NG, it only needs 1 extra to attack generally anyway. So if you have to do it manually, I guess that's where it comes in actually. Because it's very hard to attach two at the same time, but they're running cancelling clones, so it's not too bad. Reg Drago can usually get it back, but again, you're looking at Crushing Hammer in conjunction with Iron Thorns' ability. I think that is what the actual oppressive thing is. Just Crushing Hammer, you can work around it.
Well, here we go. We see the professor's research discarding a nice.
We see the turbo.
There.
Oh, okay, we're attaching it for turn.
Fresh 7. Let's see what we can see as far as cards into this brand new hand. The Prime Catcher.
Oh, she's running the Prime Catcher, not Legacy NG. Okay. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention. I didn't see any A-Spec from Fernando during that first top 8 game.
But where's the Pokemon? Cannot catch
Come on.
Turbo Energize. It's just a pass of the turn.
Yeah,
that's shite.
So usually we don't even see that happen because the
like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Forest Seal for like a researcher and Iono here.
Works here in the TCG, and usually you want to use it, but you can't.
That hand is
around,
awful.
So it still gets discarded without 0 utility. So that's kind of unfortunate there for Fernando. And I mean, the other unfortunate piece is just not having a Pokemon on the bench either.
You could see a donk.
Well for him
You're asking for a lot, but the Forest Seal is available.
Parker is gonna just have to stay
is the Forest Seal usable under Iron Hands? Iron Thorn, sorry? What does Iron Thorn say? As long as this Pokemon's in the active spot, Pokemon with a rule box in play have no abilities except for future Pokemon. So I assume it works like Path, right? Where the ability isn't on the Pokemon, it's on the card. Also, very funny that I just had that in hand, ready to go. I'm not picking sides here. I just have the deck to shuffle.
See everything come together potentially here for Jesse.
Nah, that's insane.
Really happy that Zapdos does not have a rule box.
Yeah, that's a really impactful 10 additional
Oh, okay.
that we could see.
Kay is becoming more and more like me every day. Da 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 da. It's the M, F, and IRON. Iron Thorns!
Oh, no.
Hey. Happy to be top 4, but you don't want to see this.
I was about to say, well, who knows?
I think you have to research here, right?
A weekend to flip the script? Who knows? I mean, that's not going to happen, potentially.
There's a lot of energy gone. Jesse loves getting rid of energy.
All right, here's the hand. There is potential for fireworks.
Come on. We need a Rhydon, and we need generators. We need 2 generators.
See, Kyle, anything we can work with?
Nope.
Oh, bummer.
There's an Ultra Ball.
Yes, there is a little bit of search there. The Ultra Ball to help out. And there is supporter for following turns. But no fireworks this go around. And yes, you have that double turbo.
But I love fireworks.
Probably going to have to retreat into the Iron Bundle and just pass the turn over here soon.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, well, at least like you said, Kyle, I mean, you kind of wrote it on the chalkboard before we even started this matchup here that it's going to be slower. It's going to be pretty slow paced here for Jesse, but we're still trying to piece together everything for the later turns of this game. Wow, that is a fancy-looking card, and it is that Mariah.
Yo, has he got fancy-looking cards?
Coming down.
I want fancy-looking cards.
Unable to use that tandem unit ability thanks to the Iron Thorns EX, but we've got some future action on both sides of the field. I guess in the Iron Bundle.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just happy to be a part of the team at this rate.
Yes,
This is where we see how much Jesse values this Zapdos. I really don't want to attack into the Iron Thorns twice. That's when Penny starts happening. That's when bad stuff goes wrong, and I'd rather just give you this.
Yep, that Iron
God,
Bundle.
it's not looking like a great start, but to be fair, I don't think Fernando's got a great start either, so...
It's got a nice way to pivot out of the active position with that rescue board in the future, and it's kind of put some...
I wouldn't want to be on either side of the board, to be honest. Usually I look at these decks and I'm like, yeah, I like the board state on this side. No, they both look kind of bad.
Start getting some prize cards and some damage down.
No, damage down.
Fernando just one card at a time is going to thin down a little more. Double turbo energy, obviously the most.
I wonder if
puzzle if you find
I was about to say, I wonder if Eri is worth using in this matchup, but probably not, right? Like, you're not keeping generators in hand generally. Especially knowing they might be running it. Like, I think you're just firing those off straight away. Misfortune Sisters is probably good in this matchup. Judge is always good.
Or
At one point, Miraidon was running Judge itself.
Judging to 4 here, both of our players are going to shuffle up, draw 4.
I honestly hate
cards to the hand
the
on
fact
both
that
sides. We also see
Path,
two lights
Path
show
Judge and
up
Pray
on
is
the
a
store.
deck now,
And
rather
there's
than just
stadium cards,
something you can
so
put into a
everyone has
deck.
access to it to get
Like,
those
functionally, that's what
cards
Iron
out
Thorns is.
of
It's
future
so
picks.
annoying.
Energy capsule
Although I think
comes
Iron Thorns is
out.
slightly less oppressive because
Give it some
it doesn't say rulebox, does it?
damage as well.
Oh, it does say
20.
rulebox. Okay.
There, let's see what
'Cause
the 4
for some reason, I
cards
thought it said
for
EX
Fernando.
and
ooh, the lotto, spin the wheel.
Spin in the
EX and
wheel
V.
for some yeah, that's true. Energy Lotto, can we see some energy?
Dude.
Oh, we see it. The double turbo energy coming out. That was the missing piece.
It's crazy that rotates soon.
Getting some damage out.
By soon, I mean next year.
It's not going to just be damage, too. It's going to be a knockout there. 140 damage that it does as soon as you get that double turbo. Well, I guess.
120.
Oh, no, it's canceled out because the tool card.
Yeah.
So that's now 140.
Which is fine. But yeah, the energies aren't going anywhere at this point. It is.
Come on, Boo, keep up.
Iron Thorns hanging out, and
Woo.
Jesse still has
Doing his thing.
answers some questions.
Wait, us. We don't have drops, dude. We're not partnered.
The puzzle that
Unfortunately.
Jesse did have in the discard pile in
Trust me,
that
I've been looking for the streams too. Unfortunately, I'm just here providing the UK with a better viewing experience.
Almost. What is it missing, Kyle?
Ability.
I say that like Pokemon themselves aren't rebroadcasting this. I'm sure they are.
Good supporter. Their boss's orders is in hand. And unfortunately, that's
Like when I jumped on stream yesterday, because I was trying to find the VOD ready for the stream about 7 o'clock last night, yesterday morning. Like I could see Pokemon was still streaming, and I was like, "Is this a rebroadcast?" I'm confused. Like, what is happening?
And this is the problem when you don't have
And I think they were still live. Like I think I caught like the very tail end of them being live.
really banking on burning through the deck with cards like Squawk Ability.
Ba-da-da-da.
You're just here.
Also, if anyone's wondering, I've only got one shiny Beldum so far. But after this, we should have time for a Bimble Bumble.
This is
So
the opposite of what we usually see from Miraidon EX.
I gotta
It has
grin.
those abilities. It gets tons of Pokemon out. It starts taking
Fancy doing a Bimble
huge
Bumble
knockouts
along one of the
once you
routes.
have
Are
all of your
you
energy,
telling the world about
accelerated
I
onto
made
the
up a
field.
word?
Yeah,
So one of the things I love about my girlfriend is she doesn't say words properly, ever. Despite being a teacher and an educator. She'll just say things like, "No, I need that guy." That guy isn't a person. That's a
You
fork.
know what you need to do when you have a low hand.
I need that guy out of the fridge. It's probably sauce. Like, it's weird how often I know what she's talking about. Anyway, the other day she said, if we've got time, can we go for...
No, I didn't. It was there was a noise in the other room, and that said, I just went bimble bubble in there, and there was nothing even going on.
But I'm sure you referred to going for a walk as going for a Bimble Bumble.
No, then you started using it to mean bimble bubble.
Oh,
I
okay.
just meant it like I went in the other room
That's it. You went... Yeah, so you went somewhere. So you went for a Bimble Bumble.
because I thought the cat was free.
Yes. So yeah, Kaya traveling somewhere else was referred to as a Bimble Bumble. So now every time we go for a walk, I refer to it as a Bimble Bumble. She's done it to herself.
Top decking a Techno Radar here is
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
gosh.
Yikes.
Hit you now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Miraidon EX being promoted there.
The lack of backup on the
Pokemon
bench, though.
Protector from Fernando hitting the head.
Well, I suppose now that Zapdos is
Also
gone,
gonna take us into a
it doesn't really
fresh
matter.
cards. Can get a supporter off of that, and Arvin, fantastic.
Lee
supporter.
also
Fast
calls walk to
drops.
Bimble.
Even
See, I've heard
more
Bimble
cards
before,
and start to align these pieces.
but evolving it to a Bimble Bumble
The one card
goes pretty hard.
It was the fact that I said it
No,
angrily as well.
Yes, you did.
I don't think I would do
Bimble
that.
Alright,
bubble.
fair
I
enough.
think we'll stick them with that and have a good time here.
Fernando's seen ever.
So we're going to go for a Bimble Bumble and try and catch more Beldums.
All the resources are lining up just fine.
I got mine for free as well because I've got oh my, I skipped a step. I got my community research ticket for free because I got that many play points that I could just trade them in for like £1 at a time. So I
That's
just,
not a good thing.
huh?
Why have you got that many play points?
Well, I had
Few more resources.
quite a few from when I used to buy stuff for Pokemon Go, and I've done that for a while. And they do a thing where if you're, I don't know if it's bronze, but silver and gold, they do a thing where you just hit a button and then sometimes it gives you more points. Or it gives you more points, but it depends. It's like 3 to 50, and then I think it's like 10 to 100 if you gold. And I won quite a few on gold. I won 50 more than 2 or 3 times, so that's pretty cool. So I've only got like 300 odd. I've not bought anything on Pokemon Go since I started playing again. So I've just got play points, just hanging out, doing nothing.
I guess
Fun for ages.
bump to count
So I don't
four.
buy anything on play, really. The last thing I bought was the droid cam HD thing.
Parker, what's he got?
Yes, indeed. We're in the Lost
Ooh.
City now.
flavor,
Ooh, electric
This kind of
generator.
works.
Can
Is
we
it gonna
get
work?
Somewhere
I
here,
think I
Kyle.
will.
That is a card we've been waiting to see here in that electric generator. Moving.
All right, we need to see at least one.
Oh, this is huge here. Can
Come on for the gen.
Liam,
Look
you've been
at
told you
that.
have to have the vanilla one.
Oh,
Okay.
my God.
Thank you.
Huge.
Double hit. Let's go.
Marker being placed onto these benched Pokemon thanks to that electric generator. That is one piece of the puzzle that we've been needing to see.
That's massive.
Jump to the back.
Thank you, Kay.
Loaded up here, and Jesse
It's
Parker has some
delightful.
play in this turn.
Yeah, that's. I mean, those two cards were perfect.
It's a Beldum Bimble Bumble. Exactly. That's what we're doing. The triple B.
Maybe it's going to stick around for a little bit longer here, and at the same time, you have an attack for a knockout. You get some additional resources.
Big if
Maybe
true.
they can help.
Exactly. We'll have to see though, and that iron.
So was that that was motivating for 20, right?
Thanks to Lost City.
We're switching right back over to Fernando, who's hoping to find a supporter of his own.
Well, that Poke Gear hopefully can help. us. We do see a Penny and an Arvin.
Peanut gallery's going off.
Oh, and a Judge.
Oh, Vol 3 Beldum. Oh, I need to do that.
I believe their opponent has some help from those two cards from the prizes.
Yeah.
Is it worth playing this card?
That's
We'll see
the
before the crushing
question.
hammer.
Ooh.
Heads once again.
Only
here.
taking one though,
Fernando
once
just
Miraidon's
not
already going,
able
isn't
to
really that
have
impactful.
the
You got a
crushing
manual
hammer
every turn,
guard
so
that energy
unless you're also
off
getting them
of the
stuck as well,
Destabilizing
that isn't really that
the
exciting.
even more just when he got a little bit further there.
It's not
That
blowing my skirt
knockout
up, chat,
of
I'll
the
be honest.
first Iron Thorns.
Well, with this judge, still questions.
And I'm assuming Iron Thorns needs to find a electric energy as well, right, for the attack.
You need to
They're not
attack
running
this
Legacy,
turn.
so they can't go like
Put pressure on this
Chorus and go
Miraidon.
find it.
And four
Also,
cards
referring
is
to
not
something
lost.
else as Chorus feels really
Can he
wrong.
cash in on this once before. Can he do it again?
This is tough here. It all comes down to this judge. This is so essential.
What
for
we gonna
both
see?
our players. 4 cards.
So we need to see both hands here. I'm really excited to see what's going on. No, energy and crushing hammer. That's more impactful.
Wow, Fernando, Cifuentes, as well. Let's see if
The funny thing is, the first crushing hammer was actually a waste now because they can take a knockout with this Iron Thorns, right?
On the Iron Thorns side.
Oh, no,
but
they can't
still
without booster.
have the
They need
energy
booster.
to be attached to this Iron Thorns EX in the active position. Is going to have to move it straight to the bench once again.
Oh, wow, that Miraidon survives.
But we are getting one step closer to taking
Yeesh.
prize cards on Fernando's side and putting Jesse
It ain't
Parker
looking good,
into a
Chief.
very difficult position. Ooh, look
Does
at
it
that.
just manually attach and take the knockout, right? Well, he's not far off.
Couple lightning energies, and I believe that was the electric generator to go along with
Electric
it.
Generator.
Yes, this Miraidon.
Guess just evolve 2 of these
struggling
Beldum, call it a
little
day.
bit. Attack this turn as an effect of the photons, but
It's always weird seeing a Lost Zone counter on a deck that doesn't have a Lost Zone.
Pokemon with the Arvin could help
Or
out.
can't take advantage of it, I should say.
And his name is John C.
Just feels a bit weird. VIP Bully, thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciate it. Please raise your tutorus and do-do-dos in chat. VIP Bully, welcome along.
Jesse Parker just making sure to keep track of everything, all the resources that have already been used so far, because this has been several turns. Nice and slow
Right, yeah,
start
Jesse
on
can't take
both
a can't take a knockout, can he? Because he needs Zapdos. So I'm guessing it's not a Super Rod deck. I have seen Super Rod sneaking back into
The discard pile,
these decks a little bit.
where Squawkabilly could be a relevant
It's a really awkward matchup, isn't it? Really, like the numbers are just not quite there.
start to work in the
It's why I always thought like not Defiance Band, but like Vitality Band was kind of an interesting inclusion.
energies and keep on churning.
Yes, we need to see it once more.
'Cause you kinda need
Jesse
the
Parker, I
extra
didn't see
10 quite
anything
often,
there,
really.
Kyle.
I know Zapdos fulfills that a little bit, but
It's gonna be 0 on
I'm always thinking about like the future, and like obviously you lose Zapdos in the next set, but also you lose Raikou and Raichu, so is Miraidon still actually the deck kind of thing?
And your opponent has 2 cards left.
It's hard to know, hard to say.
Maybe they don't have the resources to continue attacking.
Free curves,
So many
catch 15
things you have to
Beldum, evolve
consider
Matang.
when choosing which attacker is best
I
in
can
this
do
spot.
all of that.
Do you soften up with the Squawkabilly? Do you attack with the Raikou?
I am paying
Or do you
attention,
get
by the way.
aggressive Here? Play all your Pokemon.
Nah, trust me though.
gonna be it here. That Raikou coming into active position for an attack here this time around.
Makes sense. Keep them riding alive. Don't give them the prize cards.
Found the lost vacuum.
So even Ironthorns... Sorry, Raikou doesn't take a full knockout, does it?
Actual card had it not been for
But if he had Vitality Band...
on the Mariah, that's actually would have lined up for
Streamer preaches the good word of Vitality Band. Vitality Band.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Doesn't know when to STFU.
Healing up some damage there, making it pretty relevant to the matchup. But yeah, that Bravery Charm is now gone.
Honestly, the Bravery Charm was like inconsequential, right?
still a valid play to do.
6, 12, 80. Yeah, it still would be knocked out by a single attack.
We are back to Judgetown once more.
I feel like just...
4 cards.
I suppose if you don't want the Lost Vacuum,
Down to Judgetown.
it also
So
benefits just to get it out of the deck,
these are
but
the exciting moments
feels a little
in
bit
this event
pointless.
where It comes down to just 4 cards that you get here. Can it be the cards that you need for either player? So let's take
I
a
don't
look
know.
at these
Can it?
hands.
Looking for energy.
Can it sandwich?
Oh, no.
Oh, this could be a pickle here.
Oh,
It's just
no.
a pass.
We love to see it.
Energy
Punish the
down for
thorns.
Fernando. We're over to Jesse Parker's side of the field now to
Hey, do you need some energy? Jesse's got plenty.
the tables a bit.
Not
Jesse,
only
share your energy.
a knockout, but also removing one of those precious double turbo energies.
Yeah, that's huge.
So much more difficult to find in a deck like this, and oh boy.
I think this game is very much sewn up
As
for
the
Jesse.
tables turned, has Jesse found an opportunity.
I get why you wouldn't want to
Yes, this board is ridiculous, but it takes knockouts.
concede,
Two prizes
but
away
like
from game
this
one.
ain't
Exactly. It's a
this ain't a position you come back from, right?
2-2 prize map here. That's the only option you have. But Jesse Parker is getting there. 2
B Phantom, we don't have drops, I'm afraid, buddy.
Only 2 prize cards left to take.
We are not a partnered stream.
And Fernando
Annoyingly.
is left
Wish I was.
here to try to pick up the pieces. We have an Ironthorn CX.
Ba-da, ba-da.
We're working off an Iono now. That's going to be 5 cards. Can we see?
No DT, but Crushing Hammer.
This finds the lightning energy instead of the double turbo, but the last crushing hammer.
Hits.
Ooh, it is a heads this time around for Fernando.
Where'd you take it from, though?
Cifuentes
The Raikou?
at
Yeah.
least a little bit here. Going to remove that energy from that Raikou V. Slowly.
I'd love to get an energy count on Jesse right now.
Jesse Parker, so that's 1
3,
more
4,
option
5?
away. We're just going to have to hard
Just lightning
attack.
energies.
Oh my god. Crushing Hammer, attach.
Additional energy,
Crushing Hammer,
all you need.
attach.
Theme deck battle engaged. And here's Raikou to
This
take
is such a horrible way to end this game.
hit opportunity.
I can't even find anything on how to become one. Might be a question for the green-haired lady. Do you reckon she's she's not partnered, is she?
Cards, just missing it there for Fernando, but now we have a heavily damaged.
I mean, she knows who I need to talk to when it comes to Dragon Shield. I know that much.
What can Fernando do here? It's going to be the
Yeah, I don't know anybody who is. Because I feel like you'd see that being tweeted by a blue check.
He's got plenty of time.
Look at that.
There is one.
That's
and
the
that
energy.
means Jesse
Nice,
Parker's
nice.
got game number 1 here in the top 4.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna, while we're just between games here, I'm just gonna quickly look at the Twitch directory and just see if there's, like, any obvious sign of, like, anybody streaming for it.
And we got to the final puzzle there, Kyle. The end result, a game 1 win here for Jesse Parker in our.
So, Pokemon TCG themselves are rebroadcasting day 2.
That is so volatile. So much could go wrong in that matchup for both players.
Yeah.
It's as simple
Anybody
as
else?
clicking on a judge, finding the wrong cards off Iono, running into that hand that just
I just want to see channels. Why is this so hard?
additional Pokemon. Starting the Zapdos and it being knocked out as early as the second.
Yeah, nobody is streaming with, like, drops enabled or anything. There are people who are
Exactly. Quick replay here for
partners
the
who are
first
streaming,
game
but it doesn't say
between
anything about
players.
drops.
As you said, Kyle, that Zapdos started out here
So,
swiftly
I don't really know what to make of that.
by Fernando, so that piece was gone there for Jesse Parker, but he was able to slowly get there. We saw the hit off that electric generator, the first one.
Let me just go on the
and then
TCG
first
thing
Iron
itself.
Thorns went down, and that was just a little bit closer.
Like
here,
shipping,
a couple more to
giveaways,
clean up. That
community.
Raikou came into play here, slowly ticking up that damage on the second Iron Thorns. We saw it go down, and Jesse Parker was able to clean things up in the
Yeah,
end.
no, I can't
After
see
a
anybody with
month
drops.
of just manual attachments, a little bit of luck
That's quite
on the
annoying.
electric generator, and not getting stuck off of all those judges.
Yeah, this is quite a moment for both of our players.
Yikes. Alright, well.
Parker, one more. Just
Yeah, there's gotta be someone
Man's
to talk to that knows. I might just try and message, like, Pokemon directly and see what's said. Because I've got to imagine, all the people that are partnered as content creators or something, have been invited to Worlds and are at Worlds. Like, it's the little guys like me who are the only people who could actually do the drops enabled thing, right? Because everybody else is already at Worlds. They didn't think this through.
Real spicy in the worst way possible if Jesse Parker is stuck with a very difficult hand in the beginning of this game, especially if Fernando is able to establish.
So going 1-0
early on to kind of protect
already feels pretty good.
a lone Pokemon in the active, as we potentially
Can you Snorlax stall for 45 minutes?
Yeah,
You know what I love? I love Pokemon players. As we see in the most important game that both these players have ever been in, Fernando just doesn't hide what his basic Pokemon is, because everyone in the world knows what it is.
Opening the bundle.
That's true. Everybody knows there's only 4 Pokemon in this deck here.
I mean, some people run a cornerstone
Pretty funny
Ogerpon, right?
Let's take a look at these prize cards. Oh no, look at that.
2 generators.
And 2 lightning energy
The
in
benefit
the
there,
cards.
of course, down near the bottom, you have that opportunity
2
to
booster
draw
energy
those.
capsules for Fernando
Have
isn't
those
good
prize cards.
either.
Goodness gracious, what's going on the other side for Fernando? It's
Yeah.
It's a lot of support.
awkward to see double research in there when you've seen how important it is to draw additional cards. Just continue that.
It's not a
flow.
great opening hand either side, really.
Yeah, that is a big piece there, having those.
Oh, sorry,
hands to
not
kind
great
of
prize cards, I should say.
together and then
Sorry,
start
apologize.
disrupting
Words
your
are hard.
opponent if you have to with those other supporter cards.
Why are we
But
apologizing?
2
Nobody cares.
Professor's Research are going to remain in the prize cards until taken from Fernando's side. The starting Pokemon this time around, that
So
Iron
do
Circle
you
that
just
happened
get
here
them a Rhydon
into
out
the
and
deck
start
on this
working on
initial
powering it
deck
up here?
search for Jesse Parker off of this nest ball.
I wonder if it's
That's
ever
prize
worth
cards
trying to
that
make room for a
Yeah,
Cancer
you've
and
got your
Cologne.
Pokemon, but no energies
In this
to
matchup.
Move to them with those electric generators.
Can't have it all, right?
Yeah, it doesn't always work that way.
Yeah, you gotta give him a Rhydon, just start building it up, right?
Led to a million different opportunities.
Like, my Rhydon plus Zapdos probably does so much work in this matchup.
You're just an attacker right now. And that's
Yep.
enough.
That is enough at this moment in time. That Mariah
At least 2 nest balls on prize this turn, right?
put down onto the bench
All this
that
time.
nest ball for Jesse.
I don't know how many
Also,
Jesse
look
runs. I've
at
got to
all of
imagine
the resources
no more than
there,
2,
and
right? Because
Jesse
you pretty much relying on
has
my
a lot
Rhydon
of,
to be
a lot
poke
of
search.
experience now with this matchup. Not just the match we just played, but has played against it throughout this tournament already a couple of times here. So
Because he didn't up to
hoping
the stream.
to just get one more win here in
One
our
more.
top 4 and
Why? I'll motivate, right?
Tomorrow at Championship Sunday.
Squawkabilly
Buffalo
Motivate goes pretty hard.
Gonna come down, maybe help out a little bit throughout this match.
Maybe it's
We have
bait.
the first manual attachment for Jesse Parker get set up there on the board. Fernando, on the other hand, let's take a look at this.
Ooh, that's not a bad opening hand.
Yep, looks
Techno
like
Radar, so you can get 2 more in.
help this time around with the Techno Raider already.
The loss of City is not going to be relevant
All the
because you're
prize
not
cards
bringing anything back anyway.
You're going to be staring at them immediately. 3 of these Iron Thorns ready to roll.
It's kind of intimidating, isn't it, seeing 3 of them? But see, with no boosters available, if there's only 2 being played, that makes things a little bit more interesting.
Not a terrible turn to see from your opponent. Just Rhydon energy. Crushing Hammer can handle that.
Yeah, that is true.
We don't want to see a Crushing Hammer.
There's no
And his name is John
This
C.
stuff surely in the form of right, it's trying its best. Gonzalo Bravo 22, thank you for the follow, very much appreciated. Please raise your do-do-do-do's and 2 trues for Gonzalo Bravo. Welcome along.
for you here if you're sitting here at our Masters top 4 is huge right now for Fernando. So gonna give it all.
Man,
that he's
seeing
got.
the
I'm
3
sure
Iron
Techno
Thorns is
Radar
so much more
is gonna
intimidating.
help us out quite a bit here in our initial
Like, please
setup
stop,
for
please don't hurt me.
Fernando. Once
There's no
our Iron
Crushing Hammer in
Thorns
hand.
actually
I didn't think there
join the
is.
bench, that's gonna be a target for the.
We
the
could
Iron
see
Thorns
Arven potentially off this gear.
Get there in the future.
We see
Arven for Hammer and
out at this point.
Turbo Energize, maybe?
But the hands.
I think you gotta go Arven here.
Crushing Hammer, we do see Pokemon Catcher, so perhaps if ever threatened by the Miraidon with an additional energy likely next turn. We've even seen players go after the Squawkabilly in moments like this. I don't want to see.
I don't think there's any point in going after the Squawkabilly because you're probably going to want that inactive anyway.
Options there, and you know what? Even though you don't have the hammer, you can go.
Turbo
grab
Energize,
it.
but is there any energy
Exactly.
in hand?
Arvin's gonna net us that hammer. Let's see the roll. Can it be a head?
Boo!
First roll here, and it's going Fernando.
Top 10 things you hate to see.
That first energy off that Miraidon EX. We're gonna have our own energy to put down onto this.
Hey.
EX. And then that Pokemon catcher, not going to be a head this time around, but you know what else we have?
It's more terrifying seeing the
It works this time.
And it works.
Iron Hand's using 140 damage rather than 120.
More here for Fernando.
I mean, you get to
We're gonna have
160,
this
can't you? I don't know if that's
Turbo
really relevant, but
Energize. It allows this Iron Thorns EX to use
as long as you do 140, you can 2-hit into a Bravery Charmed.
learns a quick move and
Right
then
on.
discards it. But it gets 2 basic energy cards onto your bench, and that is huge here for Fernando. We're not going to see those turns where you're just lacking the energy if Fernando can say something about that.
Exactly. These Pokemon will be lined up for future turns to go, and that
God, all that shiny energy behind the Iron Thorns as well.
for Jesse to consider at this point. His hand is
How you just look at that and go, you can have this game.
He's in the play lab, trying to figure out what
There
to
is
do
certain
right
decks that are like that, that just like get to a certain point and you're like,
The cards together here for the deck.
yikes.
Jesse Parker. Gonna take
It's
a
going
break
no
before
further.
Come down onto the Maraudon EX. We're just playing anything at this point in time, but
Bravery Charm
we have the energy.
makes sense.
And,
He's really hesitant on the
I mean,
attach.
we saw what happened to the last one, and we're struggling.
I think you have to though, don't you? Like, what else do you
Jesse's
do?
over here saying, you give me 3 turns and I'll
But like, the
I'll put you in
Squawkabilly
the
play
wall
is
today."
right there. You got the switch cart.
I just need a little bit of time here. This Maraudon EX
I don't
is
like
now
that. I think
Grandpa
going for the
Maraudon
switch
EX,
cart into
Back
going
in
a
my
little
day,
bit
Squawkabilly
slower.
makes more sense.
abilities.
Yeah, exactly. Fernando Cifuentes over here on this turn.
Penny?
It's gonna be that manual
Like I say, you've already got Penny there as an
Parker
option.
taking things nice and slow. And
Can't just take the
Fernando
Pokemon catcher.
picked up the pace a little bit. Pokegear netting us a penny.
Yeah, Penny, you think about...
It's better than nothing because it will set you up for next turn. Because the amount of times you have to reset cards is ridiculous here.
Zapdos available. Yes, if this Miraidon does attack,
But like,
it's dealing
I
220.
I know it's only for 1 energy, but I feel like going for the Squawkabilly Motivate just to put that 20 seed damage on
trucking.
That's
Iron
huge.
Thorns makes so much more
That
sense.
is huge. Just being 10 short there is pretty rough. But
Energy for Stadium.
well, that's what Fernando wants to see for sure. So
That's the
you know.
one.
Ooh, Colress
The other
Dude.
Colress.
Yeah, the Colress at home.
Yes.
I need to remember it's called Colress's Tenacity.
Yes, exactly. This is the main Colress in this deck because it helps the strategy.
The main? Is there a second
so
Colress?
much, allows you to get a stadium card
I asked
and
that sarcastically,
energy
but
card.
like I actually have seen
It's
lists that
a pretty
run
essential
Chorus Experiment
energy
too.
card that goes into this deck. Kyle, you know which one
You don't
it
mind
is?
losing certain cards.
Yeah, that one right there.
This guy.
Double
Doing
turbo.
pretty good.
Pretty good indeed.
I don't know that we need a
Double
full
turbo
screen
energy coming
animation for a
down
stadium
onto
being
that
played.
Iron Thorns EX. We're gonna see that Volt Cyclone here moving that lightning energy.
God, that's a
onto
scary
the
looking
benched
Iron Thorns now.
But that's gonna be the first prize card down within that Iron Bundle.
This hand is doing nothing.
For, Fernando, Jesse Parker gonna promote that Squawkabilly EX coming up into the active.
The patience you have to have in moments like these. You find your second boss's orders in a hand that
God, this sucks.
doesn't really need it. Motivating, slowing down, and get one.
So
energy
hopefully next turn.
attached, but at this point,
Oh no, you got
on very
you got
much
Penny here, surely.
open
Yeah.
To amount some comeback here, but Penny is going to just put up a wall.
I think he's scooping up at this stage.
Yeah, we've been talking about this turn, Kyle. It's
Just give yourself like the
Jesse.
maximum amount of time for game
It's
3.
Jesse Parker, but that Penny just scooped up that Iron Thorns EX that was almost knocked out here, and then it's doing some knockouts of its own, taking out that squad.
Like I say, do you even have the energy to do damage? You have DTE, but like,
in this matchup, could Jesse
why?
Parker be slipping in this game?
So brutal. Finds the Ultra Ball for Zapdos. Only energy available is the double turbo.
Yeah,
energy.
that sucks.
No,
Would have had
canceling
the
out.
exact knockout, and instead it's going to be a little short.
Not good
Oh.
here. Oh. Yeah,
Well, it just gets pennied up again, then it's completely wasted boss's orders as well.
Swing into this Iron Thorns EX. It's not going to be enough to knock out. As you can see on our screen, it's holding on by just a little bit
Gross.
of HP here. But
Future booster?
Fernando is going to say, all right, I can work with this. Arvin.
Oh,
to
no,
start
Prime
off
Catcher
this
doesn't work
turn.
here.
We have fully loaded, almost fully loaded 2 Iron Thorns EX. We get this tool card in that Future Booster Energy Capsule. That's gonna
So there's
allow
at least 3.
for the retreat off the future
I'd have thought there'd have been
Pile
4,
and
but like I
on
don't know how
top
much
of
room's
that,
in this kind of deck.
even have an Earthen Vessel.
I'm looking into the future. It's looking a lot like Game 3, but we'll see if Jesse's top deck has anything to say about that.
Like, what are you hoping to top deck in this scenario that keeps you in the game, though?
Iron Thorns will be ready to attack in a spot like
I suppose research or something like that, and then just like find a way to power up a bench, but they still got generators. I think we've only seen one used. So if you're a believer, I suppose you could stick in, but to me, I don't think it'd be worth it at this stage.
That side of the volatility of this matchup. And just to put insult to injury, crushing hammer. Luckily for Jesse Parker, it doesn't go through here. But still, look at the board state. He's having to stare down that Iron Thorn.
Oh, it's just horrible.
Into this Miraidon with that Bolt Cyclone, we're one step closer to having things looking even rougher here for Jesse Parker. If you could imagine, Ultra Ball just going to have to discard that only other 2 cards in the hand, the Switch card, and another Ultra Ball just to get another Pokemon out.
Oh, yeah,
We're just going for, like, survival tactics at this stage. So is the hand thin enough to, like, use a restart for more than, like, 1, maybe?
You can attack with this Pokemon, keep switching.
We got Earthquake Camp? Earthquake Camp?
This is a long shot, but that's what you have when you got 75 minutes in a matchup like this. You might as well try.
James, if you've got the facility to do so, could you just double check for me when TCG finals are supposed to be?
That's a pink card.
That was the top deck?
Yep.
Brutal.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Because I think it's about 9 p.m. UK.
You want to be done now?
But I just want to double check.
Yeah, look at that top deck indeed in that Prime Catcher. You can only
God,
have
that
one
is
ace deck in your
brutal.
deck, and that is definitely one you want to see at this point in time. Just as the Mew came up, the
I did
Miraidon
see somebody talk about the
Fernando,
Legacy Energy versus
that's
Prime
right
Catcher
for the picking
fight,
for
and
this Iron Thorns.
a lot of people have said, yeah, actually, the Prime Catcher kind of like
So smooth.
is so much more useful.
Iron Thorns looks
brutal.
unbeatable in spots like this.
That is brutal.
A wall that punches you in the face. That shouldn't be happening here. Look at all
So
the
now
blood
you
in the
need
lost zone. Poor guys. What was that?
Miraidon, Electric Generator.
That is
Like there's a really dumb scenario where you could absolutely get into a attacking position, but you need to see Miraidon, Generator hit twice, manual attach, Zapdos. That's a lot to ask for. Pretty sure it's 9 p.m, but I'll double check. Thank you.
You should do this more
Because the schedule looked a bit weird because I thought there was going to be 3 finals, like Masters, Seniors, and Juniors, but apparently Seniors and Juniors is already done. So if it's 9 o'clock, we can just go live about 9 o'clock and just watch it as is kind of thing. And have more people go exclamation mark drops in chat for no reason. I might just put in the title, there are no drops.
And potentially taking it all down in our World Championships of 2024.
1-1. It's going to be interesting. Do you start first or second, given the option? Probably second, right? Is Miraidon? See if you can get that donk.
With an opportunity to take down the man who took him down to open up.
You got to, right?
1 game away.
I hate to bring it back to this point, Kyle, but
You got to.
The mulligans. Like, honestly,
they are a
it's
very
game-changing.
real thing to look for. It's been impressive that it's only been won a few times. Let's take a look at game 2, as this was a pretty great showing of the capability of Iron Thorn.
I thought I just bullied that matchup.
The Volt Cyclone over and over and over again.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Is it honest work, though?
They fly left and right. The only turn where Jesse
I wouldn't
has
call
an
it honest work.
opportunity to cash in on some cool things. He finds an opportunity to get to the Zapdos and has the double turbo. And there's the pink guy, Prime Catcher off the top of the deck to knock out that Miraidon. And that is just brutal.
God, you can't do anything,
Jesse
can you?
finds his own top deck, Prime Catcher, but it was not nearly as cool.
Not nearly as cool at all, but you see the smiles here from Fernando. Probably from
Just top decking something like that, then just revealing it is such a moment. It's like, what do you do? Yo, is the Meganium hiding a camera person? Meganium, please, I just want to see what they see.
Way.
What?
The mulligans are over. How does this keep happening?
What?
Fernando getting lucky? The light shining down?
No Molly?
Game 3?
Game 3?
Yikes.
Just
Wow,
like, can
not
I
even
have
a single
some
mulligan.
help?
Not even a single mulligan?
Zero
Like I say,
mulligans, game
Mulligan
Wow.
for certain decks like Miraidon probably is like your
Pokemon,
game plan,
that is
right?
incredible. We have
Just
4
hoping it
live
happens.
Trainer cards in this deck.
Is that a lot?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's quite a bit there. I would say give it a percentage, but we don't talk about percentages anymore, Kyle.
That's right.
After that community.
Oh, what are the percentages of this? We've got prize cards coming in, and they're not pretty.
Well, we had them.
Right, so when we see the prizes, I can talk about something that I mentioned earlier in the stream. 3 electric generators prized. I don't care what your matchup is and who you're playing against. Miraidon prizing 3 electric generators is basically game for them. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, Jesse was robbed, blah, blah, blah. But, like, if you're 1-1 and you see that as your prizes, you're losing. Like, there's no way in hell. The doc says TCG finals, all divisions, starting at 10:15 AM local time, which is 9:15 BST. That's so weird, because, like, just double check for me, but, like, on Poker Data, the senior and junior finals that have already done, they've already got the champions.
That is absolutely brutal here for Jesse. Looking through the deck on this,
Unless it's scripted.
Going to see that there are several electric generator missing here.
God, this sucks. I mean, realistically, you only need 1 to hit twice.
Anything brutal?
Not nearly as
Whew. Yikes. Like, I don't think this game is one Jesse wins against anybody.
We're in a lot of trouble over here in Parkertown.
It's just that weird thing where it rewinded.
The Iron Thorns EX, I think, just absolutely led to, I don't know,
It took down the whole grid.
Yeah, I was about to say.
God, this is awful.
It blew the surge protector.
Devastating opening search for Jesse.
I just don't think.
Yes,
You just don't win, right? In this situation.
Really helpful.
You just don't.
Uh-oh. You're gonna find out some information.
Yeah, that is absolutely brutal.
I know the video just repeated, but it's making me think about what I already said. But yeah, you need 1 generator to hit plus a manual. As long as you can retreat, or sorry, not retreat. You can switch card the Iron Hands. You're there. Plus the Zapdos, you can take the knockout.
Wow, a double turbo,
But like,
hammer,
it's not going to be easy either. Like, in any matchup, you're going to struggle.
On the bottom too. I'll help out.
I don't think this is
nearly
as disruptive as it is for Jesse.
Not at all. That is brutal.
I just don't think there was any way this was happening.
It's
He's checking just in case he's missed it as well.
That only electric generator. I feel like Jesse's sorting through like this cannot be happening right now. This is game 3
It's
of
the
the
worst.
Masters
He's
Cup.
had like such
Cannot
bad
tear
luck
down
in
one
like top
electric
4s and
generator
top
here in a
2s and
matchup
stuff. It's
that
crazy.
is awful. I mean, it's awful in any matchup, but especially this one when you're lacking that those cards and that energy attachment that you need so desperately when the Iron Thorns EX deck is built to disrupt you over and over again, discard your energies, and then if you're not able to get them back, what are you supposed to do?
That's where we're at this point. Searches out, I believe, the Zapdos now. And yes,
Zapdos Miraidon.
Miraidon is in the hand as well. That was the issue.
Oh, people are really excited about the shuffling that Jesse's doing.
Starts with Iron
That
Hand,
crowd
even
noise.
though it has a million retreat cost.
It does.
It's a million retreat cost.
Slowly set up this Pokemon and maybe work your way to the one.
I mean, not wrong. It does feel like it has a million retreat cost.
Zapdos and Lightning Symbol, but how do you do it with 1 generator?
Exactly. This is just devastating, Kyle.
I mean, this is where you whip out the motivate, right?
It doesn't come down to just the prize cards. I'm still believing here in Jesse Parker. Hopefully, we can see something happen on the left side.
You just gotta hit
of
the
our field
motivate
here, so it can be a good game to remember. Miraidon EX is gonna have that lightning energy be attached here. We're slowly.
We got any way to get more Pokemon down right now?
But we'll have to see what Fernando has to say now.
Yes.
That Iron.
A big turn. Pokemon catcher, if you can target down Zapdos.
Rip. I didn't really roll. That kind of skimmed across.
That is
worse.
There's a judge.
Even worse
Tenacity.
for Jesse if that happens. We've seen it happen before already from Fernando.
Because that Zapdos needs to
in our
survive.
original game, so
there's a chance, I suppose.
there is a chance. There is a chance.
So you're
Of course,
saying there's a
Tenacity
chance.
here being played for Fernando, searching out that stadium card and that essential.
You know what's really
energy on
funny?
the
If
other
I had
side
like more
with that
energy about me,
double turbo.
we could quite easily do like a 7 PM stream start and do a normal stream that leads into the finals. But I streamed all day. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a sensible, what, 6-hour break, something like that?
Maybe Jesse's top deck could lead to some
Not even
help.
6
Let's see
hour.
what it is.
5 hour if I'm lucky.
Oh my goodness, that is not helpful whatsoever. That's
The bear's not helpful? What are you talking about?
actually. It's just
Even with
the
the missing
Blessing
generators,
Curse
this
Laguna,
hand is
at least we have the
dreadful.
energy to slowly be charging up here. We haven't seen as much disruption as we
Oh,
could
top deck.
Wow.
Found, and that
Just
is
nasty.
So brutal. You can tell just from Jesse's mannerisms.
Ooh,
that was a brutal find, and here it goes.
Oh my gosh, it is going indeed. Kyle, Fernando, getting that Iron Thorns EX.
Oh, the catcher and the crushing hammer.
Into a professor's research for 7
Crushing hammer and Pokemon catcher.
Look at it.
Oh no.
The Pokemon catcher, it's so brutal.
The Zapdos being brought up into the active. This is
Can he get the heads of the crushing hammer?
No! Oh no! Come on! Jesus.
That is crazy to see, but this is
Ooh.
absolutely
Nasty.
bananas, Kyle.
Nasty.
I mean, the crushing hammer. The
Arcanine
Zapdos-
currently has results top 4 in juniors and seniors, no final results yet.
Oh my gosh, the Zapdos into the Lost Zone.
So what's
now.
Poké
That
Data
Lost
showing
City,
me then?
Of course, in play. It's gone forever here. Jesse Parker, just the Raikou up front. What did we get off the top of the
Hold
deck?
the ball, it doesn't help. Just that energy, you have to continue to just charge up the Miraidon.
Oh, it's fixed. There's no name in the... There was a name at the end
Just
before.
one copy.
My goodness.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
They've cleared the
Jesse Parker's
names.
Shuffling the cards here. You have to think
They
he's
are scripted.
undefeated at this point, and all that's standing in his
Okay, cool.
way
That's good then. We get
from
to see all those
going
finals.
into a championship Sunday is this Iron Thorns EX. We're just attaching another energy here. That's all we can do if we're on Jesse Parker's side.
Yes.
And now Fernando just gonna potentially take it away. Oh, it is gonna be
Cool.
A
So that is all the
at
finals.
least what
Awesome.
Jesse Parker
So,
wants to see.
do we know what's in the
But that
finals for
all
juniors and
order
seniors?
is
Because
gonna
it's not
bring
on
that right off the
um,
EX. It already has 2
Poké
energy,
Data.
but now it's gonna be damaged by this Iron Thorns EX with another Bolt Cyclone. This is brutal, Kyle.
Yep, these Pokemon just continue to switch back and forth. Cyclones left and right. The last card in hand is the Lightning Energy, so he can attack with any which Pokemon he pleases.
God, this is
Taking
horrible.
knockouts at this point. You see the issues, but for Seal Stone, hang on a second.
Do we have some
Raikou,
play? Yeah, we do have
there's
the Raikou.
life.
That's
Is
our
there?
V card. That's
Is
a
there
bit
life?
of V-Star power here, off of a tool card, of course.
I think Bravery Charm's quite important here.
Ultra Ball, the consideration now.
For what?
Or Steel Stone would lead to 7 cards, most likely. That Professor's Research. Maybe you run into that 1 generator. Arven
God, the
seems a
fact
little
that
slow
Jesse's not been able
like
to get the
this.
Zapdos
Yeah, I know. It
combination
only
off
gets you so much.
sucks.
You can.
Exactly. It only gets you so much. Jesse Parker's going to have to make this difficult decision here.
But yeah, I don't care what anyone says. This matchup, or this game, it was never going to go well for Jesse with this prize,
We
this
needed
prizing.
this.
Yes, we did absolutely need this.
It
At
sucks.
this point in time.
go for the
but
motivate?
It is not an easy decision here for Jesse Parker.
Go for the motivate, I think.
Fernando already has taken a prize. You see 2 Pokemon that will give up 2 prize cards.
Yeah.
Ready to be knocked out once more. Squawkabilly, yes, it's added.
It's a
in the
terrible
mix,
board
but
state.
You have to consider if this Miraidon is knocked out, which it likely will be fairly
Definitely.
soon, you have to bring those energies back to have 1 final stand.
Yeah, you're on a timer here.
Come on,
and
Jesse, you got this.
If you're going at this pace that Jesse Parker is going right now, and with the draws we've been having, it's not going to look good.
Clean
here,
7.
But we do have this Professor's Research now, and let's see if we can get somewhere here for Jesse Parker to start turning things around.
No gem.
Suppose, as you'd expect in a spot like this,
Bundle's
generator is not found.
interesting.
Yes, has a couple additional basic lightning energy.
I think you got to go for a motivate potentially here.
Just have to keep on performing these actions in a spot like this. Hopefully, the damage starts to compile.
I hate this position so
Deal
much.
220 damage. Clean up with a Squawkabilly.
Yeah.
Find
So there's
some
really
help.
not much you can do.
I know, this is just... This is tough.
The
here for
fact
Jesse
that
Parker.
Fernando's on
Now
an odd prize
everything
race or
that
odd prize
UPX
map
at least having
helps
that
a
pivot
little
option
bit.
on
Like
the
there
bench
is
now
potential options.
here.
At some point too.
Yeah,
There's always
true.
a world where
But, like,
those
this plan
Pokemon
doesn't
can
work
be
if,
incorporated into
Very true.
the attacking.
If Fernando just
Well, it's going to be the energy
Pennies
attachment here for Jesse.
the active Pokemon,
Debating
like,
whether or not to put it onto the Squawkabilly.
which is likely.
Oh,
Dealing 20 or dealing 220 at this point, Penny destroys you either way. So
Yep.
you cash in on.
I mean, you're less likely to
that
see a
damage.
penny for 20
And then
damage.
Squawkabilly later
Maybe you
on,
just...
if it does stick around, you need things like
It's
this
wishful
for your
thinking,
way,
but maybe you
especially
don't
when
go
your
for
opponent
it,
has such
but-
a low hand. maybe they don't have the resources.
Yeah, you're kind of hoping on hope here right now if you're Jesse Parker. Not dealing enough damage.
I mean, there's
here
no penny here.
And now Fernando having that Arvin, gonna search out the Pokegear 3.0 as well as one of those tool cards in the Turbo Energize.
I mean, you're hoping for penny for next turn, right? Because you're going to retreat the active.
Many prize cards available.
Take a KO.
For Fernando.
Then penny the
Take
bench,
out the main
presumably.
Threat, the only threat we see from Jesse in that Miraidon.
Yeah, the only threats. I know you hate to see it, and usually it doesn't go like this either, Kyle.
It's just sad to watch, isn't it?
Tragic to see how this is faring.
Oh, and the attaching to that, yeah.
EX continuing to put this pressure on. That's another knockout and into the lost zone for the Miraidon. Fernando.
No, not the lost zone. What will we do without it?
In this match, only 3 prize cards left to take here, and Jesse Parker is up against the wall quite literally with these Iron Thorns EX. There's at least a heavy
for the generator, I guess?
on the bench here, but there's still play into that as well if you're Fernando for the future turns. But what are we working
It's the
with
first time
here
a
now?
generator might actually hit. There's loads of energy in the deck for once.
For Jesse Parker.
It looked like there was the energy for Motivate in combination with Boss's orders to take a knockout.
Okay.
Arvin chose as the supporter of choice.
Yeah, that's quite interesting there, I guess, from Jesse
I mean,
Parker.
you can use the Iron
Arvin
Bundle
is
to
gonna be
bring
card
back
played
the
instead
damage one, right?
here. So that's
Which is what
the
you probably do.
healthy Iron Thorns EX is still in the active position for Jesse at this point in time. Bravery Charm coming out thanks to that Arvin.
There's a really dumb situation here where potentially you could see Iron Hands taking 3 prizes off the other Iron Thorns. I wouldn't like it. That seems terrible, but it's funny because it could be done.
And Jesse Parker, like you said, Kyle.
But I think at this stage you've lost. Like there's nothing.
It's kind of brutal.
Keeping you going here.
I mean, clearly you want to find some energies in a spot like this.
Yes.
Motivate guarantees it. Yes, you give up those prize cards, but need some help. One energy. You have a second energy in hand, so attacking with Raikou is available.
That sucks.
That is true. Looking to decide all of these energies.
Like I say, there's no choice here. You have to go for the Raikou.
We are going to see Raikou
just go for the attack and just hope.
From the electric generator. That is our only electric generator that we're working with.
Just hope. That's all I've got.
The lightning energy that's in the hands can also be placed.
There's nothing you can do to like disrupt the board, which is like the biggest issue.
Right, and trying to figure out where this matchup is going to go from here. Hoping on hope that something can happen, but
just kind of sucks.
I mean, that hand, what else is even in that hand?
Yeah, not much.
A bunch of Pokemon.
See plenty of Pokemon with abilities, a Bravery Charm, and a Boss's Orders, along with that final Lightning energy in the hand.
Do you put the, I can say the Bravery Charm on the Raikou? One, you can't, but two, it doesn't do enough.
20 damage into this Pokemon doesn't feel nearly as great as the other.
As the other,
you do have Iron Bundle, so you can
Iron Bundle.
Now.
Oh, we forgot about the Iron Bundle. That has its ability there, Kyle.
It does help.
It's helping the team.
But
Jesus Christ.
At this point, you're motivating whom?
Yes, that is true.
Whom stuff needs motivation.
That is true indeed. You're trying to.
I mean, if you got DTE in hand, you could do some weird shit with hands if it wasn't already damaged.
And that's what it's going to be. The motivates here from Jesse Parker.
This works. You get the energies.
Onto the Mew for Shigs and
Gigs.
Gigs.
We're going to see some prize cards. That's important.
I like this. I think they're supposed to go here. You work towards.
Yeah, that makes sense. I said Shigs and Gigs, but if you copy their attack, survive, go into the Raikou, that is the KO.
Non-lightning Pokemon, and you find it on electric generator.
Yeah, that's. Oh my God.
Like that actually works.
Actually. That is so true. The electric generator, it electrifies those lightning Pokemon, but Mew EX is not a lightning Pokemon. Does have utility.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
Electric generator.
Penny in the window. Does he do it?
Yeah. Does he do it? Pokegear.
Like you need another Iron Hands down, Iron Thorns down at this point, don't you?
All right. There we go.
Don't play it.
Yeah. Don't play it right now. No.
Play it, coward. Play it. What a way to scoop.
This, but hey, we do still have a penny now, at least in the hands here for.
Yeah, I said Shigs and Gigs, and as I said it, I thought actually that's a really smart idea because if you can survive a turn here,
counters in hand too, so as long as you don't play an additional Pokemon down, you don't have to worry about continuing to find the right energies to take knockouts.
It's true.
Might as well throw down another. You have a knockout lined up on Squawkabilly, that weakness.
Yeah.
See those two.
Yeah, boss in hand is game, isn't it?
We're getting close over here.
So close. You're just trying to
Needs
get
top
through
deck and
here.
energy.
Literally one prize card away for Fernando Cifuentes to take things down here in our game 3. Masters top 4.
There's no way to
Jesse
do
Parker
anything.
On the other side, promoting that Mew EX. It does have 2 lightning energy attached. We're going back into the deck now.
All right, we got to think about.
Did both of them Aridons go down?
Suppose you find the switch cards, and you can defend that Iron Hands with the Arven. You retreat to this Pokemon, you can switch back to it, but do you have an attack?
Don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, Jesse Parker.
Because you need the manual attach now for the Mew to just smack him back.
Coming down to this here, what Jesse Parker chooses to do right now on this turn.
He found the generator and committed the energies to the Mew, and in this spot,
Generator didn't commit the energies to the Mew. What are you talking about?
Exactly. I know that one.
It was the great motivator, Squawkabilly.
Finally off the prize cards, but now the energy is on that Mew EX.
You can feel the dejection through the screen. You really can.
Off with a lot of pressure there from Fernando as well.
Like I said, just one manual attach here was actually like enough to stay in the game, like relatively convincingly.
Maybe potential Pokemon that you attack with. Here is a little more draw, looking for that lightning energy.
Ooh, yeah,
electric generator, can it help?
Electric generator.
Oh, the head nod.
It looked like a nod there, and still looking at it.
Yes.
So
Okay, get it on the
that's
Raikou.
one. All right, it's just going to be one here onto that Raikou.
If there's boss though, that's
on
game.
the bench here right now. That is the electric generator gone now. The one retrieved off the prize cards, as well as that Miraidon EX coming off the prize cards too. It's joining the bench here now for Jesse, but we still have that Mew EX. Just 2 energy on it. None for the turn.
None for me, thanks.
Unfortunately for Jesse Parker.
Right. Math says play one more Pokemon on your bench. With the retreat, switch card, preservation of the hit points on the Iron Hand.
Is there boss in hand?
Dealing 100 damage with the
Yes, there is.
Raikou.
Okay, it is game
So
over.
An opportunity for a top deck lightning energy, attacking with genome hacking.
And
Doing
taking
everything
it.
you can here, Jesse.
Absolutely everything here. That switch card healing up that Iron Hands EX just a bit there, protecting it. Raikou
Does that keep it out of
into
range?
active position
It doesn't.
now to
11
get that
plus
damage down
140?
onto that
Yeah,
Iron
it's
Thorns
dead.
EX, leaving it up to Fernando to respond.
Just show the
but
boss.
All of the stops have been brought out from Jesse Parker's side, trying to hold on to this finalist spot here, or in a spot into the World Championship Masters Finals.
God, those generators
Fernando
absolutely cost the game.
have this turn here. Let's
Show the
see
boss.
what we got. What was the top deck?
Another
Show the boss.
Arven Iron Thorns
Wow.
is in hand. So the
Charm keeps it out of range.
Pokemon
Oh, did
are
Charm go on? I
available
missed it.
For Fernando. But does he have to avoid knockouts in a spot like this? Does he just
Exactly.
incorporate the penny and play slow, or hide for a little while?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's,
I'm done.
It's coming up with difficult decisions here on both sides of the field. They have to identify all of these optimal turns that they could potentially take. And there's still a lot of resources here. It's going to be the boss's orders, though.
You know what? I've seen you switch a lot. There's
Yeah.
plenty of hit
Ooh,
points,
very true.
plenty of retreat cost there. Let's attack. See if you don't have the resources.
I don't
If
think
you don't,
that's
this is
getting
a great
moved.
Spot, but Jesse does have another window here.
Yeah, another window. Just going to be that Volt Cyclone here, putting that double turbo onto the benched Iron Thorns EX. Jesse Parker.
Rescue board DTE? Oh, it doesn't quite do it.
Hands, you're too big.
It's got
Four
four
retreat
retreat-
costs.
Oh,
four
no.
retreat
The-
costs, and
The Pokemon are there. You have the Pokemon in play. You could bench one more. You could
it's
attack,
oh my
but it's just
Oh, no.
Fernando Cifuentes has found it.
Are people
I
booing?
cannot believe that just happened, Kyle. Fernando Cifuentes has a huge
That
group of
seems like
supporters
cheering, which is good.
rushing onto the stage. The opportunity
I honestly
to
thought I heard
compete
booing.
against an undefeated
Or the same
player
boo
here
earns.
in our top four at the 2024 World Championships. And it's
No, the celebration is just like soccer players, so it sounds like booing.
EX. I am astonished.
Football players.
That is the result of this matchup.
This was not on my bingo card.
That's a cool celebration, though, to be fair.
Undefeated, no more.
Damn.
Jesse Parker falls to the Iron Thorns.
Undefeated in the top 4, that is crushing. It really is. Like, it's really sad that it ended like that for him. Because, like, I agree. I think Jesse was kind of robbed there. But, like, whoever you play, if you go in 1-1 and you have prizes like that playing as Miraidon, I think you just lose. Like, there's no other energy attachment if you miss the generators other than manuals, and you don't have enough time to get the manuals going. So it's really hard to say that, like, Jesse would have won against Regidrago in the same situation, because I don't think he would have.
Yeah, I mean, game 1 we saw there was a very
I agree that it sucks. Never going to disagree with that, but I don't think if Ian made it through that it would have gone any different. I mean, that's kind of part of it with Miraidon. It's the true gamble deck. Yeah, but I don't agree with that either, because, like, any deck that runs a 4 of that's important to it, if 3 of them are prized, you probably lose. Lugia is the same. Roaring Moon is the same. Raging Bolt is the same. Charizard is the same. Like, if you're not haven't got all the parts that you need, or at least half of the parts you need, you're probably going to lose.
There weren't that many mulligan. I think there was like
so,
one mulligan. Yeah,
you know,
one mulligan here to work